Hey there, and welcome to my Bleach Chapter 641 review. So, the chapter starts off with Nemu giving Mayuri this flesh supplement thing, and she says she was sorry that she was late and that the real reason she came to give it to him. Which is sort of just like, I see it as like, I didn't make my own judgment, I just came to give this to you, or at least that's what I thought while reading this. That's not what I actually think, it's just a thought that occurred to me while it happened. And so he puts it on, he regrows an arm, which I didn't notice he lost an arm last chapter. Like, there was an explosion, but I didn't think he lost an arm. And he asks, did you realize from the start that I didn't have any? And she says, yes, you usually grab some from the drugstand before you go into a fight, which I guess they just have a drug stand around. And he says, you really do observe me. And it's like, eyes are all squinty, like, sad and stuff. And he says, that's creepy. She apologizes. And what the thought I had while reading this was like, oh, the insane Tin Man's finally getting a heart. Which would probably put him into my top 10 characters, if that were true. Which looks like that's what's happening because of like what the thing says on the side. Because the reason I didn't really like him before was just because he was absolutely cruel to Nemu, even though all she did was just do what he said. But yeah. So then we get the title page, Baby Hold Your Hand 4. Hey, I called it. Hopefully the next 3 chapters are all Baby Hold Your Hands. That'd absolutely just make my day. Are all Baby Hold Your Hands. That'd absolutely just make my day. And so Mayuri jumps off, gets his little floaty things ready, and starts charging at him. And all the Prandina starts firing arrows on him. And this thing in Nemu's ear goes off, and he starts explaining a strategy to him. He's spreading things around to try and like slow down the nerves, like he's like spreading the stuff out to stop some stuff. And he wants Nemu to inject Prandina with this thing, which is essentially going to like, anything connected to the nerves will stop working. Like, nerves connected to the eyes, his eyes will stop working. Nerves connected to the heart, it'll stop working. Nerves connected to the mouth, it'll stop working. He's like super proud of this plan, so he starts like talking really loud, and Nemu tells him that he's tell her to shut up. Yeah, but he says he doesn't know what exactly the inside of his body is like. But he does know that there is blood flow. Also, if they stopped it, so like his eye couldn't close, couldn't that technically kill him? Because like his eye couldn't close, so he couldn't like blink to like make it not dry. Best way I could say that. And so his eye would just like wouldn't work anymore, which is like the one thing he has going for him, other than he can pick stuff up really easily. And so she injects him, and like all the skin on him starts like turning a gray color, and the same thing starts happening to like the hand next to it, and it looks really creepy but also really kind of cool. And Mayuri announces that it's over, Prandina. And before he said that, I thought it was going to work, but then like right after he said that, I was thinking like, something's going to happen to completely screw them over, and you know what? I was right. He essentially just crushed the finger off that was connecting him to the other ones, making it fall off. And he says that's not enough to kill me, Mayuri. And Mayuri says, he's talking like Kenpachi. And then he like sheds his skin, and so then he has like the ability of that, his Bonkai, you know, that thing that's absolutely disgusting and I hate with the burning passion. Yeah, that thing. So he says if it has attributes from Zaraki, well, Kenpachi, and his Bonkai, then its nerves are going to be way too fast for Nemu to dodge. So he tells her to get away, and, well, that's the end of the chapter. So, if it can copy things that its nerves go into, then something I'm thinking would be is that how it has the almighty eye? Like, did it kind of like go into, like, this is going to be like back when Perndina and the Yuha probably met, is that it could like gone into Yuha or whatever and gotten attributes from him, which is how he has the eye. That would actually make a lot of sense to how he gets it, because he has the ability of the one thing, and Kenpachi doesn't really have an ability other than being super strong and fast and stuff like that. So that could possibly be how he has the eye power. I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts on the entire shebang, the chapter. Something I've noticed actually with like this past chapters of the fight is I feel like that these chapters, since they got to the Soul Palace, have been significantly better than all the chapters leading up to it, because I think it took like 6 or 7 chapters for them to get that stupid gate thing ready to go here. But now, like, hopefully the other fights are of like this quality, because I don't know if it's just because I like all of Mayori's fights, but this is a really good one, and that's just really what I think. It was a good chapter, and that's all. See you next time.